Howdy y'all, and welcome back to I Am a Champion Paralympics edition. So I still had a few points that I wanted to talk over with you about what it looks like to be a champion. And one point that I found really important to talk about during especially the Paralympics is the team. So why did I wait until the Paralympics to talk about this? Well, because as a disabled person or someone who's gone through a serious injury and has to recover, a team is very important. And if you watch the Olympics at all, you'll notice that really there are no athletes that are out there. If there are, there's like one or two that are able to make it to this point without their team behind them. Every athlete has somebody that has brought them to this point, whether it's their family, their coaches, their teammates, their techs, to make sure that all of their equipment is acting just right so that they can succeed at the sport in which they're in. All of those people, even their agents, some of them, they help them to get to where they are. The physical therapists, without all of these people, these champions never could have made it to the Olympics. These are very important aspects to every athlete out there, and it's a very important aspect of life. And here's a point that is probably missed by a lot of people. When we look at all of those aspects, these people that are building up the athletes themselves, all these people that made sacrifices, especially their parents, it may look like, well, great, then the world should center around me because I am the champion. Everyone should just hover around me and make sure that I succeed. But if you just see that, then you're missing a big point, because every athlete that's in a team has to also be there for their teammates. So when you look at all of those parents and coaches and tech crew and everybody around that one athlete to make them succeed, you also have to realize that that one athlete that they're trying to make succeed has to be there for all of their fellow athletes to help the team succeed. And if that doesn't happen, then the rest kind of falls. And yes, one could say that, well, how did Scott Hamilton or some of those, I know I keep bringing up his name, he's one of my favorites, so sorry, make the whole USA team succeed? Well, that's a little bit complicated, but his support over the years has really helped a lot of those that came after him get built up and want to succeed. And if it hadn't been for some of those successes, then we wouldn't have the names out there right now like Chen and the Shib Sibs and many of the others. So it's really important. It's an important aspect of championship is who you're building up along the way as well. We can't just drop the rest of the team. In the Bible, it's also a really common theme as well, to build one another up, to bear each other's burdens, and to rejoice with those who rejoice. It's throughout the Bible, so it's hard for me to pick out one verse, but that's the one that comes to me the most. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with references, but that we are to grieve with those who grieve and rejoice with those who rejoice. I will try to look it up and put the verse in the description for you if I'm able. But that to me is a really important theme throughout the Bible. And so I encourage you, if you are struggling through something and you want to be a champion over this struggle, whether it's emotional or physical, or maybe it's something at work, to find a team member. Find somebody to be part of your team, to come alongside you, to encourage you, to build you up, to bear your burdens. If it's a spiritual aspect, find maybe a mentor in your church. Find somebody that you respect in your church, or someone that you respect spiritually, and ask them to come alongside you and help you with that. And if it's physical, reach out to someone, to a doctor or to a physical therapy team, whatever it may be. Build your team. And if you don't have a team, try and be a team for somebody else. That would be my biggest recommendation. That's the word I'm looking for. That'd be my biggest recommendation. If you don't have a team yourself, be a team for someone else. Because oftentimes when we reach out to someone else to help them, they in turn help us with our needs and build our esteem up and build our life up. So yeah, those are my two encouragements that I've really seen along the way as I've been watching the Olympics and thinking about really what makes these champions the champions that they are, and what can help us be champions in our daily life. Because I think a lot of these principles can actually help us in how we live, both spiritually and physically. So yeah, who is a member of your team that you are really grateful for in your life? Maybe reach out to them and let them know that they mean something to you, and thank them for being a member of your team. All right, so that ends today's edition of I Am a Champion, the Paralympics edition. Thanks for coming along with me. Now go out there and be a champion. God bless. Bye.